This is Bad Karma Wrestling.
Give me a hell yeah.
With no gimmick Nick Johnston.
It doesn't matter how you feel.
And David Double D Dykstra.
BK Dub! BK Dub! I'm telling you, man! I miss you when I'm gone.
Yes.
I miss you when I'm gone. Nick just says the most absurd crap right before we come on air. And it just gets me laughing. Jerk!
It's the goal every single time.
Every time.
Every time.
Let's break Dykstra.
Right before.
It's great times to break Double D before we go on.
Oh, yeah.
Well, welcome into Bad Karma Wrestling here at Illinois Media School Studios. My name's David Double D Dykstra. This is my boy.
No gimmicks, Nick Johnston.
Actually, at this point, shouldn't I just call you my tag team partner?
Yeah.
Yeah, go with the whole wrestling theme kind of.
Yeah. All right, let me hold the I got to hold
Hot
the
tag! Hot tag!
No, I hold the tag rope. I follow the rules here.
Hold the banana.
Yeah. Yes.
Hold the banana. Now I can tag you.
Yeah.
Hot tag!
There we go. Ready to roll.
Oh, we got a lot to go over today.
We're jam-packed.
There's a lot going on in professional wrestling. Or sports entertainment.
Yeah, that's the second segment.
Actually, they've gone back to.
They have been. I know.
They are allowed to call it wrestling now.
Oh yeah.
Because a certain evil man is no longer there. The evil ringmaster.
Yes.
With his crappy mustache.
Bad facial hair.
Listen, if I ever walk into this school with that kind of mustache, just tell me to go home and take a cleanse.
Yeah, yeah. You might. Did you hit your head?
I am Fitz McMahon.
Yeah. You come in with the walk too. The stutter.
No chance.
The stutter step.
Let's get into it. We're going to talk a little
do it.
AEW in this first segment. Some news coming out of AEW is that Mike Speedball Bailey, which great nickname there, dude, for a wrestler. You won't get drug tested.
He's
at
fast.
all.
He's fast. He's quick.
You know that nickname will never stick if he ever goes WWE, right?
No. It'll
We got to call you something other than Speedball.
quick Bailey. Yeah. Speedster.
Mike Quick Bailey?
Yeah, exactly.
Quick Ball.
Yeah, there we go. Fastball Bailey.
There you go.
There we go.
No, because see, then it'll lean into a baseball gimmick, and we don't want those baseball gimmicks to come back. And because next thing you know, the goon will be coming down the aisle, and that's just not a good look.
Another torn up Yankees jersey. There's probably enough of those
Or,
after the World Series.
what would Brooklyn Brawler?
Yeah,
That's
there
what
we
his
go.
name was, the Brooklyn Brawler.
Exactly. No need.
But
for
he
that.
was the litmus test back in the day. He was. Every new guy that was coming in had to wrestle the Brooklyn Brawler. It's like it's the Miz now.
Yes. He knew how to work.
We've gone from the Brooklyn Brawler to Miz and Dominic Mysterio
Yeah, in between.
being the litmus test.
Yeah. Who will be next?
Something wrong with
Yes.
this world. Getting back to Mike Bailey.
yes.
What a tangent that was. That was nice.
yeah.
Mike Bailey, TNA contract is expiring. Seems to be that AEW is his destination. I think it's the right choice for Bailey. He fits that form a little bit more than WWE for right now. Your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I think this would be a good move for him. Definitely all the matchups, obviously, that could happen between him and Ricochet, running back with him and Will Ospreay. The door is somewhat open with him and Zack Sabre Jr. because they have the connection between, obviously, AEW and New Japan. So this is a good move for him. Like you mentioned, more of the speed, more of the style of AEW, less of the WWE side of things. And of course, anyone can have a gimmick and anyone can get a character, but Mike Bailey's more of just what he is, like how he's presenting himself right now, and just
Karate Kid. He's Daniel
yeah,
LaRusso.
exactly. He's just kind of just the Karate Kid, just having good matches is kind of his gimmick right now. So AEW is probably just his.
What
route.
a crappy gimmick. Great matches.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, exactly.
The one that would intrigue me more than any of those names that you brought up, honestly, I'd kind of like to see him and Garcia.
Ooh, yeah, actually, that wouldn't be too bad. That would not be too bad.
That match, to me, would be
Always slips through the cracks a Daniel Garcia possible matchup, and that would actually be very fun. I would even also add Jungle or Jack Perry, excuse me.
Jungle Boy Jack Perry.
Yeah,
you can call him Jungle Boy.
Yeah,
he
almost
still
slipped
likes
up.
it.
Yeah, I think
Whether
so.
he says he does or not, he's not a scapegoat. He's a Jungle Boy.
No, it's a good move overall. Mike Bailey, nice ad. If that is the case, apparently it is for sure from Fightful Select. That's what they're saying. So.
Well, I think maybe possibly. I don't see him hitting the upper echelon of AEW.
No.
I think he's a great mid-card guy. He was kind of mid in TNA.
Yeah.
I just hope he doesn't fall through the cracks because there are a lot of big-time names starting to pop up on AEW. I mean,
between being signed or some guys coming back from and being healthy, yeah, exactly that. I think his ceiling is most likely going to be TNT champion, international champion. I don't see him. He'll probably challenge for the AEW World Champion. He might be one of those guys that wins the Casino Battle Royale or the Casino.
Okada versus Bailey.
I like that. I like that a lot.
We're in front of a desk. Thank God for that, because Nick just called.
Yeah. What the hell? What was that?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm a little dizzy on the blood rush somewhere else.
Welcome back. Interestingly enough, I want to bring up a couple things. I like kind of what they're doing with the Hurt Syndicate.
Yes. New name.
Are you trying to be more mafiosoed syndicate?
Yeah.
It doesn't jive with me as much, but whatever. Hurt Corporation probably would have went over better for me.
Yeah. The ouchie business.
The ouchie business. We're in the boo-boo business,
Yeah.
baby.
Here's a Band-Aid. Remember us.
We give you boo-boos.
Yeah. Ouchies.
I think MVP's the one that has come out and said that there's going to be a fourth member of the Hurt Syndicate.
Okay.
Now, here's my question. Just going to throw it out there. Ricochet heel turn.
Ooh, okay. He's liking the suits. He's liking the suits already. That's what he's been rocking with, so it wouldn't be too much of a change right there. I like that.
It's either that or you bring back Keith Lee.
Yeah. I think those might be the only two routes.
By the way, whoever does WrestleNote on Twitter or Facebook said Keith Lee turned 60 the other day.
Yeah.
Oops!
Older than Mike Tyson, who's about to have a boxing match.
He turned 40, legitimately.
Yes, yeah.
Not 60.
I mean, I can understand the keystrokes are 2 away, but yeah, that's one too many away for that one.
That's a big oopsie.
Yeah, that's a big one.
You gotta watch yourself on
Yeah,
that.
Keith Lee, that would make sense. I wouldn't be opposed to Ricochet. Gives him a mouthpiece. It adds to it.
Or just saying, just came back. Hobbs.
Yeah, that's fun. That'd be fun.
I mean, you are the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah. Beat him up, hurt him.
Big meaty men.
That seems to be the get-go.
Shoot. Hobbs and Keith Lee. Let's do it.
Yeah.
No small people.
No more.
Looks like AEW all of a sudden is all over House of Black. Somebody's listening to the crowd, maybe?
I hope so. I think so. Malachi back? Is that what it's at?
I honestly, I don't know how I feel about the good sportsmanship stuff, though.
Yeah, I know. It's
like
very
I kind of wanted them
confusing.
to shake the hand of FTR and then give a little black mass.
Something like that. Yeah, that was also very confusing.
Just like headbutt the dude.
Yeah, that was the big letdown if there was one when after Buddy Matthews and Adam Cole had their match 2 weeks ago now, I believe.
Buddy shook his hand, and then
Buddy shakes his hand. Malachi comes out.
They actually hugged for a good long time.
Yeah, and they hold on, and I thought that's perfect time, Black Mass, and he just kind of lets Adam Cole leave. I'm like, okay.
Well, because everybody thought that was Malachi saying goodbye to AEW.
Well, that's what happened. Every time he loses a match, everyone thinks he's leaving.
He's done.
It's happened. It's happened twice while I was there in person. I was like, once when we were in Vegas, I believe, and then the other time when we were here for Revolution, I believe so. And, like clapping, standing, thank you, Tommy. Like, like bro, no, he's fine. He just lost a singles match.
Legitimately, no matter what Malachi Black decides to do, whether it's stay with AEW or go back to WWE, he's a winner. He's going to end up killing it no matter where he's at.
100%. The fans will follow. He gets the run he deserves no matter where. So I hope this has got tag team titles written all over for him.
Here's the thing, though. Like, are you really going to take it off a private party that fast is my only question.
Why not?
Wow.
Why not?
Not a private party fan, I take it.
I mean, it's to sit here and tell you, like, yes, they've worked as hard as they have, but just out of nowhere, it seems like they got the title shot. Out of nowhere, they get the titles.
From what I heard, that was the Young Bucks' choice since
Nick
had to go on the shelf because of the separated shoulder.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, that's been the Young Bucks. That's been their project since day one.
Their boys.
Yeah, exactly. So if that was their decision, I understand. But the crowd's decision, you got to give Malachi Black some gold. And it wouldn't hurt to also give it to Brody King, who's just been killing it as well. So
me like you, Brody.
Yes.
Scary man. Would never want to walk up on him in the dark alley, but hell of a wrestler. And heard he's a teddy bear outside the ring.
I heard. Yeah, I've seen him on some of the guys that I watch for their toy vlogs that they go out and go to the shows with. It'll be a couple of days. It'll be like Danhausen with Ethan Page and all that stuff like that. And same thing. He's got some good stories. He's a teddy bear. And then, but my favorite, if you see his band, God's Hate, and you see it on Spotify, the picture, the background is him jumping into a crowd of people, and I always go like, God, I would not want to be catching Brody King.
Who would want to be in that crowd when a 300 and I don't care what anybody says, he's 325 easy.
Yeah, 100%.
Easy. Decides he wants to stage dive.
Yeah.
I would be that dude that steps aside.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, sorry.
Oops.
Sorry. You're taking a header there, Brody.
Sorry.
Yeah. I'm not putting you over.
Good. Good. Okay. Good. Yeah. He's not dead.
Yeah.
He's not dead.
They're doing the thing. He raises his arm and it holds. He's got it.
He's coming back.
He's hulking up, trying to get off of the concrete.
Interestingly, a little bit of interesting information. The December 7th edition of Collision, canceled in Columbus, Ohio. Event is still up, but tickets are currently unavailable.
Yeah, I've heard different reasons, and I've also heard different substitutions of what they might do. Might just be a straight up taping, and they'll do it somewhere else. I've also heard it could be at a Comic-Con. That's what people some are throwing out online, and then some are also just simply indicating that low ticket sales, not going to do the show. That's it.
On the dirt sheet it says the outlet also mentioned that AEW changed venues for the December 7th episode of Collision because an interesting opportunity had come up.
Oh, okay.
Nationwide Arena jumped the gun by announcing the cancellation sooner than originally planned.
Okay, gotcha. All
so
right.
Maybe it is like a Comic-Con kind of thing, and they're going to do it. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be very interesting, and that would kind of be leading into the way of
wrestling kind of fandom. Too.
Yeah. And
see all the geeked out cosplay people.
That would, exactly. It gives you that small venue feel, and watching back from that WWE, that NXT, that ECW tribute, did you get that same feeling that I even went back and watched other ECW highlights that just the smaller crowd gives you just that much gung-ho when you have,
it's more intimate.
1,000 just diehard fans as opposed to 5,000 to 10,000 that could more or less don't really care as much.
Let's be very honest when I say this. Columbus and Philly are two different
Oh, of
entities
course,
when
of
it comes to
course.
wrestling fans as well.
That's
I would
fair.
put Philly wrestling fans in the top 5 of best audiences, whether it's a small, medium, or a large event arena.
Yeah.
You know,
They show up. They know how to be a crowd.
it was one of the best WrestleManias just because the crowd was so in it the whole time.
Yeah.
The whole time. Well, that and you had Jason Kelsey in a luchador mask.
that helped. That helped for
Not
sure.
gonna hurt either. Do you want to play F, Marry, Kill real quick?
Yeah, I thought this was a fun one, so I think we should
The
pick.
matches.
Not do a full gear preview of match wise, but just pick 3 matches so far that one we really want to see, one we're content with living with the rest of our lives, and then one we don't want to see it ever again.
All right. My F is probably gonna be Fletcher Ospreay right now.
Yeah,
I mean, bam,
yeah,
bam, 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 bam,
bang, bang, bang.
bam, bam, bam.
You want some Australian action, don't you?
I want it down under.
Yeah, yeah. I'll stick with it. I was probably gonna go that way, but I'll lean Bobby Lashley and Swerve Strickland, because I think obviously Swerve is on the same game. He's been doing so well. Not a clash of styles, but the fast pace of Swerve will meet the power that is Bobby Lashley.
I
And
just don't know what kind of chemistry they're gonna have. Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Yeah, that's
the
fair.
only reason I hiccup on that one.
but I'm ready to make it sloppy if that's okay.
Mary, all day, every day will be MJF for Roderick Strong.
Okay, all right.
Well, who wouldn't want to marry Max? I mean,
Yeah. He's got the moolah. He got enough to get the hair extension. So
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. That's my guy. I can say that.
Listen. If he wants to get hair plugs,
I know.
go for it.
Trust me,
buddy.
man. I need it. So we'll figure it out.
Right from the butt.
Yeah. I'll swing. I'll go Hangman and Jay White.
Okay.
Hangman and Jay White. Can't go wrong with a Jay White match. This is a nice brewing feud.
I'm so over Hangman. Like the whole angry, psychotic.
Yeah, that's okay. I do well with crazy, so I can if crazy's
There's
there, the
crazy,
rest of them.
and then there's just bad crazy, and he's bad crazy.
Yeah.
He's bad crazy. Like it doesn't. To me, it doesn't feel like he knows exactly what kind of crazy he wants to be.
Like
But
like
he'll give you
toddler crazy.
He'll give you the crazy eyes.
Yeah. Exactly, like toddler crazy. You don't know, like they're like slamming Coca-Cola bottle. They don't know what they're doing.
And then, of course, my kill is Big Boom, AJ. Versus
Stop
QT
being a
Marshall.
hater.
Yeah.
Don't be a hater.
Yeah. You can hate all you want. I don't care. Kill it. Kill it. You're taking away from other guys that could show off some of their talents.
Oh, and no, stop it. Here's the thing. You want to know what they were able to do the other day on FaZe Rug, I believe his name is, on their stream, who gets whatever amount of numbers, but has, 6 times the amount of subscribers that AEW has. He drops and promotes his match with what? Full Gear on what? On pay-per-view where what? Where people can buy the pay-per-view. So he's, playing chess. I think TK's playing chess and checkers all at the same time. So he's able to double dip, get the numbers out there, having a boom of a time, maybe get Costco involved in it as well.
You know what's going to happen, right?
Chicken bakes across the dome, and that's how he wins?
No.
Okay.
Big Justice is going to get himself involved in this match.
Well, they're going to be chanting from the beginning to the end, Rizzler, Rizzler, Rizzler. So it'll be almost like gore. Rizzler, Rizzler, Rizzler.
I'm done.
You're a hater, man. My kill might be. I mean, if it's planning this way, it might be the main event, and I'm gonna go John Moxley and Orange Cassidy.
I love that answer because I'm over it. I'm over it.
I'm over it in the sense that I know Orange is not gonna win the title.
Do you know what match I'd much rather see than that one?
Sure, go ahead.
Darby Allin and Claudio.
Yeah. Yes.
After Claudio just swung him like a baseball bat into that garage door, I'm like,
That?
I'll take that.
He was full pressed him and then tossed him at the metal pole, at the foul pole. I mean the foul pole, but he's been taking some gnarly bumps. That would actually be that'd be a great main event. Just give that and just let them go
better
crazy.
than whatever that is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Because Mox is just being weirdly cryptic Mox right now, and it's not good.
Yeah. And orange is orange. He'll always just have that way. But again, it's just, he's not going to win the title. So it's, I don't want to say throwaway, but it's wasted effort in some capacity.
It should be a conglomeration versus BCC fight. That's what it should be.
Yeah. I think they might be saving that for Stadium Stampede or Stadium...
Supposedly...
Anarchy in the Arena. That's
once the Young Bucks triumphantly come back and save AEW and turn face.
Yeah.
That's when all that's supposed to happen.
Exactly.
Kevin Nash being a hater, as always, says
Shocker.
WCW 92 booking could have competed with WWE better than AEW currently is. I think Tony Khan's happy with where he's at.
Yeah.
I don't think he's trying to compete with WWE. He's giving an alternative. Whereas Eric Bischoff went, I'm going to make them close the door.
You're doing his impression of his nephew, Eugene, again. Oh, sorry. No, that's still Eric Bischoff as
I like
well.
to walk.
Give me Monday night. Sorry, pal. You get nothing in like
83 weeks?
You get your 83 weeks.
83
and you
weeks.
get to name a podcast after it. Cool. Yeah. I don't know who Kevin Nash was. He said the higher up at WWE that he was mentioning
Booking?
this to.
Oh, you mean you and Hogan?
Exactly. Like, of course. Yeah. Again, shocker that Kevin Nash is putting himself over in any sort of way.
You mean you and Hogan?
Yeah. It's clear as day. I clearly don't care for anything that Kevin Nash has to say or do in any sort of way.
Hey, Kevin, I got an idea. Why don't you try running across a wrestling ring? Oh, wait, you can't.
That was also my point. When our boy, actually, who brought this up, our boy Alex sent this to me. He was one. He's like, hey, you want to bring this up on Mad Karma? I'm like, yeah, sure. And I told him the very next text, I can show it to you. He goes, yeah, Kevin Nash probably blew out his quad making that statement, so... it's fair enough to say that.
You blew something.
Overall, like you just mentioned, AEW and WWE can just both be successful.
Coexist.
And will it be to WWE's numbers? It doesn't have to be because both are breaking records. It's still an infantile company going on 6 years. About halfway.
You're trying to compete with something that has been around for almost 5 decades now.
Yeah, basically impossible. It's the idea of like, okay, XFL, compete with the NFL.
Paul Heyman said it best. We weren't trying to compete with anybody with ECW. We were trying to give you something different. We can't match you with production quality. All right, we'll just do better wrestling.
Yeah.
You can't do blood and gore. We can do blood and gore.
Yeah. It seems to be the formula so far right now.
That's fine.
Everything that WWE just can't do, AEW's doing, and some of the things that they are doing that in, they're excelling in. So that it seems to be working.
Well, once again, we say this all the time when there's this lull in between pay-per-views for AEW. It kind of flatlines.
Yes.
Sometimes there's some good matches here and there where you're like, okay.
Like
Strickland and Leo Rush. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Like... Leo, nice to have you back, man.
Leo's putting together some good matches. Him and Shelton not too long ago too.
He's jobbing like the best jobber in all of wrestling right now.
Still doing that little springboard off the bottom rope, and they can just never connect. But
never quite hits it perfectly.
Yeah, I know. It just looks so awkward. But he'll get it one day.
He'll hit it once, and everybody will be like, "That was awesome.
That was awesome, man."
Although I will say, and we'll get into this in a little bit. Little tease. One of the female wrestlers from WWE has a new finisher.
Oh.
Yeah, and I kind of like it.
Okay.
Kind of like it a lot. So when we come back, Time to talk a little WWE sports entertainment. Here on BK Dub. BK Dub.
Ah, Hey, watch your mouth. Why? I'll just put a quarter in the swear jar. Once it's filled, we get a Coors party after work.
I've been drinking Coors since my college days. The cold draft taste is second to none.
Yeah, worth the recorder, am I right?
You know it, mother.
Hey, get those reports done?
Yeah. No. You, sir.
Attention, employees.
The staff meeting, scheduled for this evening, will now be held tomorrow early as
Who's all? Dudes, we're only 75 cents short. Oh, shh. Mr. Boss.
Hey, sir. Go yourself.
You're fired!
The Chicagoland area has a large number of lonely dogs currently filling shelter pens, just waiting to find a family. Nothing adds warmth to a home like a wagging tail and a warm pair of brown eyes. If you are considering adding a dog to your household, visit the Anderson Animal Shelter, where adoption counselors can assist you in selecting your new best friend. Make your house a home. Adopt a shelter dog. To see a current list of adoptees, visit their website at www.andersonanimalshelter.org or meet them in person at 1000 South LaFox Street in South Elgin. Don't have room in the home for a new furry family member? Donations of toys, collars, and soft or hard non-perishable dog food are always accepted and are greatly appreciated. All animals are spayed or neutered and are waiting with tails wagging to find a loving home. Visit 1000 South LaFox Street in South Elgin or www.andersonanimalshelter.org for more details.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling
Give me a hell yeah.
with No Gimmick Nick Johnston
It doesn't matter how you feel.
and David Double D Dykstra.
Welcome back to BK Dub. BK Dub. Bad Karma Wrestling here at Illinois Media School Studios. My boy Nick Johnston. I'm David Dykstra. Oh, giving a little Orange Cassidy? Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. I was going to give it the old Jim Duggan. Oh! Yeah, baby. Just need a... I don't know why, but my hat is giving me issues today.
Giving you the fits.
Yeah. My head's feeling very bulbous. I like that word. The big hideo in WWE this week... John Cena apparently coming back for the Rumble. Now, it hasn't been stated yet whether it's for the Royal Rumble match or if it'll be a singles match, but he's going to be back at the Rumble this year.
Yeah, it would make sense
God,
as to
I
why.
hope it's against Pat McAfee.
From what people might be, hinting at, and maybe Cena was hinting at it himself. Did you see his Instagram story?
I did not.
He peed.
He peed?
No, he
That's
peeked
a little.
into maybe some of the idea that him going up against Cody Rhodes, going for that title, and some are wanting that booked. They want Cena.
The only person
want
that
Cody.
should break Ric Flair's record is Randy Orton. Sorry.
Possibly.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I love John to death. He has been that dude for a very, very long time.
He's made so many wishes come true.
Yeah, very, very much so.
Yeah.
But no, he should not break Ric Flair's record.
That's what they're leaning towards, but I wouldn't be opposed to it if and only if they let John Cena turn heel. Full blown heel. Not
Dr. Thuggen.
Not beyond that. Like raps and still, but he's just a jag. He almost does the like a rock type deal.
Hollywood Cena?
You go Hollywood Cena. I think you go Hollywood Cena.
Well, that being said, I do understand why he's coming back, though.
Yeah.
You know why? Peacemaker Season 2, baby!
Oh, man.
Yeah!
Yeah.
I'm more excited about that than you coming back to wrestling, John. Not gonna lie. Love that show!
Oh, man. Yeah, you got some good moments out of there. I haven't quite got down to watching them just myself, but what?
You haven't watched Peacemaker?
I haven't watched basically any television in the past 6 months.
You need to go home this weekend and watch Peacemaker.
I know. I got to do that. I got to pick not Gen Z, but The Boys. I got to finish that season.
Yeah.
While we're sticking in superheroes that swear.
Cobra Kai comes out today.
Thank you, Mike Bailey.
Stranger Things is coming out next year.
Oh yeah, dude.
The final season.
They're gonna be like 80. They're gonna be like 90 years old by
I
the
know
time
they're
it
gonna be
goes.
like 23, 24
Yeah.
years old. Yeah. I wanted to bring something up that's been kind of talked about a little bit.
Sure.
I know. First, let's talk Royal Rumble because
Yeah.
I know you're upset. Nick is very mad about the pricing for Royal Rumble.
I think it's
tickets.
getting outrageous. It's getting outrageous, and a lot of people are just accepting it. They're like, yeah, this is a $200, $300, $400 ticket. Dude, you're in the nose. You're going to be watching the Royal Rumble with Eddie Guerrero. Like, why are we just okay with that? That's not acceptable.
I'm okay with it. Listen, it's on my bucket list, man.
You're basically paying $100 a match. You know that.
No, I won't pay the $300 or the $400. No.
If you get a $500 ticket,
No,
you're
no,
going to
I'm
be
not
paying
gonna get it.
$100 a match.
I'll sit with Eddie
No, I'm good.
because that's my peoples. I'm not the person that's going to shell out $500. I'll buy a $140 ticket for a nosebleed where I can watch the Titantron, which will have better imaging.
Sure.
I might be on a 5-second delay,
I'm
but
just
it'll
on
be
the-
okay.
I'm on the
and
side
I'm still
of-
going to be there for the entrances.
If you want to count down, if that gets you going, that's fine.
You know Pat McAfee's going to be part of the Rumble, right?
Yeah, of course. They're in Indianapolis, but why else? I mean, him, I'm sure Peyton Manning will show
Peyton Manning,
up.
I'm begging you, dude, show up for this Royal Rumble. Please,
Yeah.
God, show up for this Rumble.
Marvin Harrison will show up.
Caitlin Clark for the female.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be awesome.
but-
she'd dribble something
Yeah.
off of somebody's head.
And don't get me wrong. And pocket watch, you don't need to. I could afford to go. I see it. I'm just like, that's crazy. That's a lot. Again, this is supposed to. If you were just out the window, if you're some sort of father, parent that wants to take your kiddos to this, like, oh, we'll just take your kids to the match. No, that's donezo.
It's my son's birthday present.
Nope, no. They're one that if they're like 6 and younger, they're not going to remember. They probably wouldn't appreciate it. It's going to be a headache getting there,
He's
headache
22.
getting out. It's nuts. It's absolutely
Bubba.
nuts. There you go.
Also, let's get into some of the little whispers that are going
Sure,
on in
sure.
WWE. Jonathan Coachman said that from a reliable source that a certain Jade Cargill and a certain Bianca Belair are not getting along
they're not.
behind scenes.
Yeah, not too good. Trouble in Paradise, from what it sounds like.
Paradise nothing. Those are two alpha females who think they're the best. They're genetic freaks. I mean, let's be real.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
No.
They both think they should be superstars.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're probably both in the same way where they probably both feel they're misused to a certain degree where they can both be on top, like you just mentioned. And they're just maybe exactly that. They're bouncing back and forth. Egos, they're going to run wild there no matter what. And especially that when they're both so talented and can do that. But
Jade's still
it's
got
kind
a
of
little
crazy.
work to do. She's still
Yes, a little rough
stiff.
around the edges, like you mentioned. It could be a little bit less stiff. That would be the goal.
Love to see Jade Cargill versus Raquel Rodriguez though.
That could be a match. That could
They
be
both
fun.
stiff as hell.
Yeah, that'll be intriguing for sure. But that's interesting to note.
Speaking of Jade,
Yeah.
she does have a new finisher,
Okay.
and I like it. So she puts the woman up in like a reverse torture rack,
Okay.
spins them around, and face plants them like an X Factor.
Ooh. Okay. Ouch.
I like it.
Yeah, that
It's
hurts.
a good move.
Yeah, exactly. And then speaking of Jonathan Coachman, did you see what he said about the whole multiple Canes gimmicks that's currently going around in the indie scene?
Okay, I have to admit, I was like not happy about the multiple canes.
You don't like candy cane?
No.
Cocaine?
Cocaine is my favorite.
And
Cocaine.
Clip it.
Cocaine is my favorite because the fact that he white powder up into the air when he does it. I don't care that he's like all of maybe 5'10" and 180 pounds.
Yeah.
It's hilarious to me. And, the original Kane probably doesn't like all these.
Oh, no, definitely not.
But, come on.
Well, the blue Kane was the first one to do so, and I think he got a cease and desist because he just straight up blue Kane. I think after a while they called him just blue. So, blue Kane, Gain, yes, cocaine, candy cane. Yellow cane, yeah. Okay.
When are they going to come out with sugar cane?
That could be on the way too, I'm sure. Rogaine Kane, though he just has more hair. But yeah, no, they're on the way. I think what I thought was funny from that.
It's an absolute niche in sports.
Yes.
In wrestling for comedic wrestlers.
100%. 100%. And is it going to run wild? No, but it's also just one of those like Jonathan Coachman, like, hey, your entire like gimmick was just being the punching bag for insert whoever was the head guy. So shut up and let people have fun for 5 seconds. I think it's as simple as that. Yeah, that too. Get him going. Rizzler versus cocaine.
I've got one that I found very humorous.
Yeah, Hugh Morris.
Hugh Morris, exactly. Wrestling Votes Radio. Says WWE is thrilled with the merchandise numbers for CM Punk's dog Larry.
Yeah, he's
Larry's merch sales are outdrawing several current WWE stars and legends. Y'all suck if you can't outdraw Larry.
That's tough. By that ugly dog, that's crazy. I think it was just a plushie. I believe it was the plushie. If there was a figure that they had,
they're coming out with more when Punk comes back.
Yeah, I think there was.
That's the other thing. There, new items for Larry should be expected from WWE shop when Punk returns to television.
I mean, or just get all the dog products and just put Larry on it. I mean, give him a Larry dog sweater, a Larry collar, a Larry leash. I
want a Larry Christmas sweater.
Oh yeah, that'd be the ugly Christmas sweater. That
There you
would just get a couple of his faces across the board. Yeah. That could work. That's actually hilarious. I want to know who the exact names he's outdrawing.
That's the list.
That needs to go public.
I'm gonna go with Final Testament.
Yeah. Sorry, Carrion.
Who else? No, he's not outdrawing Miz.
Awesome.
I haven't decided on this. Oh, by the way, there's rumors going around that Bo Dallas is getting replaced.
Already? What? Uncle Howdy out?
They're going to take Uncle Howdy out with another WWE
another leader?
Yeah.
Hey, folks, wasn't I not already saying this is kind of crazy?
Listen, I didn't get the whole segment with the Final Testament this last week.
Yeah.
It was stupid.
So, yeah, they were leading.
You straight up need them to be an impenetrable force that cannot be beat, and you have them all laying in the ring, beaten down.
Can't have that happen.
Miz hits. You do this right. Miz hits Rowan with a chair. Rowan turns around and beats the ever-living crap out of him instead of going down after the second shot.
Thank you. This needed to be from the get-go. Not Wyatt 6 feed him to Cody Rhodes and or the Bloodline.
No.
But you needed to be credible people who again haven't been mid-carders and or just straight up jobbing for the past 2.5 years. So this all around is just questionable at best right now. I'm interested to see if they can make it a positive turnout, but if they're already questioning or throwing out the idea that Bo Dallas is going to get basically shopped around and moved out of his own faction.
They changed his mask, too. It's now plastic. Ugh. Like, you can literally see that it's plastic.
I mean, again, we've talked about this before, where he should remove it, but have like almost like a face paint on, almost maybe.
Just like the other guys.
Yeah.
The only one that doesn't do the face paint is Rowan.
And he doesn't need it.
He's scary.
He's as ugly as sin, so he doesn't need that to begin with.
He's a scary ginger.
Yeah, exactly. So
7-foot freak of nature ginger.
He's gonna hit me when he sees us, but that's okay.
The other interesting thing that I read this morning, and you have down, Wade Barrett to make a comeback
White Barrett.
into feud versus Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Now, everybody that is writing about it is saying it's probably going to be a one-off.
Yeah.
But gives Barrett his little Niles McGuinness
That was just
send
about
off.
to say. Nigel, he saw Nigel get involved. He's like,
I'm way better than him.
yeah. That SpongeBob meme where Squidward's out indoors and Patrick and SpongeBob are outside frolicking. Yeah, he saw that. He's like, he saw Nigel. He's like, God, I need that. So if that's the move, I'm actually all for it. I mean, I think Wade Barrett's probably well enough maintained. He obviously hasn't been in the ring in forever, but
Concussions, right? Was his concussions in the neck?
Yeah.
Was
Always seems to be the route with a case like that, but I think he has the wherewithal to keep going and to actually have a good go in a matchup. So, not opposed to it.
WWE ID
Bring back the bad news.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I've got some bad news.
He needs that. We need that back.
WWE ID signing updates. Do you know any of them?
Yeah, I was actually gonna go back.
You're the king of indies on this show, so
there hasn't been any really big update or ad. I'm just going off of their page. No real big additions these past few weeks. Zara Sakura. I mean, Sean Legacy, Sam Holloway. I mean, this is kind of a mouthful. Marcus Mathers. I'm sure there's
a lot of alliteration going on.
Yeah. The coldest on the planet, the coldest wrestler, Ice Williams, also just the new addition.
Ice Train.
Yeah. Oh, our boy Coffee. There we go. Cold Brew Cappuccino Jones. His finishers include the Decaffeinator and the Froggy Brew. He's from Coffeeville, Kentucky, I believe. Kansas. Coffeeville, Kansas.
Too gimmicky.
Well, get used to it. Otherwise,
Indies have become super gimmicky.
The Indies?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's time's a flat circle where we're gonna get back to the dentists and the plumbers and the baseball player.
The baristas.
Yeah, that would be the millennial. Like, oh my God, it's the influencer. No.
And shockingly enough, Jim Ross came out and goes, Vince was never invested in the Indies. What?
Yeah.
No.
Comes out and says that he was very much vouching for this when he was talking about this on his podcast. Jim Ross saying exactly that. Vince didn't want to give the Indies the light of day, and now that they're actually investing in it, they have a whole page and a whole wing basically dedicated. It's worth it. So
streamline your talents.
I was mentioning this before, right before we came back from this segment. The best part so far for me with this WWE, at least the ID page on X, on Twitter, the website formerly known as Twitter, they're reposting.
Don't let Elon hear you say that.
Retweeting, huh?
Don't let Elon hear you say
I know
that.
exactly. The artist formerly known as Twitter.
FKA.
They're reposting and retweeting all these indie pages, all these indie shows. So you're seeing all these cool things from Texas City. It's it might be things that are associated and affiliated with current WWE wrestlers, like their schools and whatever. But it's still pretty cool to have these guys, give them the light of day to some degree.
Reality wrestling.
Yeah, exactly. Whether or not all these guys get signed on their pages, but at the end of the day, they can be like, "Hey, WWE reposted a match that I was a part of." So pretty cool.
We'll
pretty
help
cool
them
so
out
far.
elsewhere as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe get a little extra money.
Yeah, a little bit extra cha-ching.
Vince Russo's at it again.
Oh yes, he is.
Predicts and reveals that Triple H will be gone from WWE creative in 2025. What the hell are you smoking, dude? And please, puff, pass.
Yeah, for real. If it's that good, you think that Triple H is on the way out? Okay, well...
record numbers under this man's creative.
True to roof. And
But we're going to get rid of him in a year.
Yeah. And exactly, to be so specific as 2025. I'm sure you didn't give us an exact date, but counting down the days is Vince Russo in that regard. And again, he doesn't have a specific name to who was going to replace him.
Oh, if it's the guy that writes for Rock, we saw how young Rock went.
Yeah, someone he knows. One of the Rock's guys from TKO is what is he alluding to. So don't know a name. Don't know any specific.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets somebody in there in a senior VP kind of executive position right under Triple H so they can work together.
Yeah.
But listen, there's nobody in this business, and I mean nobody in this business that knows how to tell stories and create drama and create the atmosphere like Triple H can.
Yeah, right now.
It's why this whole bloodline thing has been so drawn out. There's a story that will end up. This is just a chapter of this story that's leading to WrestleMania in April.
Yeah.
Like the Survivor Series stuff, which now it's 4-on-4, but it's supposedly going to be 5-on-5. And I could spoil everybody's year because I know who it is because they did a taping of Raw.
They did too. And again, that's what everyone's also up in arms about. Like, hey, just enjoy wrestling, one. And it's hard. It's very tough to say this. I think I agree with Ryback and what he said on that. Did you see what he said?
No, I did not.
So he was just a long paragraph out on Twitter, just basically saying, one, exactly that was a part of it. Enjoy wrestling, and two, wrestlers, professional wrestlers, sports entertainers are the hardest working form of entertainers. They're out 350 plus days still
in
a
WWE,
year.
Yeah.
Like it's tough. So to fathom like, hey, like it's, oh my God, it's a sin. It's the worst thing that these guys get a break, a 2-week break out of their year to finally get time with their family. So heaven forbid that actually happens, just so they can get a break. But whether that was a scheduling issue or whatever it was exactly, that's fine.
What are you making stupid faces for, Scotty?
That might just be his face.
I've also seen people complaining that they gave them the week before Thanksgiving off, not the week of Thanksgiving, and they've been complaining about that. It's like,
AEW's got a Dynamite the day before Thanksgiving in Chicago.
I'll be there.
I will not.
Oh yeah. But
I got to work in the morning.
Oh gee whiz, kiddo. That's okay. I'm switching with Alex that day, so that's okay. That's all right. Working in the morning, having fun at night. But yeah.
You realize we're not open on Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Oh, you're talking about the Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, just so for our students that are here kind of learning stuff, school will be closed Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving and Black Friday.
Yeah, exactly.
Just so you know.
That works. But overall, yeah.
I don't know how I feel about NXT right now.
Okay.
I haven't watched the last couple episodes. I want to watch the ECW episode. I just haven't had a chance. So
we talked about it last week. Cameos galore, obviously. Thought it was
God
a ton.
bless Francine.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, no, I think honestly the biggest shout out was to Devon. Glad he was able to get involved in some way. We knew he was dealing with some health issues. So
he had triple neck fusion.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, a little bit of health issues.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything else you want to talk about? WWE.
WWE-wise, I think we got through it. I think we're good.
I think after tonight and Monday, there'll be a lot to talk about next Friday.
I think so.
When it comes to Survivor Series,
I think so.
I got a feeling.
Yeah.
I got a little feeling.
We'll be able to preview that. I know Full Gear's right around the corner. So
it's Full Gear and then Survivor Series. Bam, bam.
Bang. Right back to back. Yikers.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
Well, when we come back, here we go.
Stepping into Scotty's world.
Stepping into Scotty's world next. Here on BK Doom.
Man, I'm so hungry. I need somewhere to eat fast. I have no idea where to go.
Psst. Hola, me llamo El Taco de Taco. You know where to go for the amazing taste that'll have you craving more? Taco Bell.
All right, can I get 20 tacos, please?
You got it.
Thanks, Taco.
De nada.
Good. That's it. Eat the tacos.
Taco Bell. Live más.
Wear your best attitude. Feel the power. Run towards your goals. Make each footprint count. Believe in yourself. Mark the difference. Just do it.
Celsius, the fastest growing energy drink in America. 0 sugar, low calories, and 200 milligrams of caffeine. Celsius is the ideal drink for anyone who wants to get the most out of their day. 4 distinct flavors: orange, kiwi guava, wild berry, white peach. Drinking Celsius prior to fitness activities has proven to accelerate your metabolism, burn body fat, and provide essential energy. Celsius. Live fit. The official drink of Chad Podcast.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling.
Give me a hell yeah.
With No Gimmick Nick Johnston.
It doesn't matter how you feel.
And David Double D Dykstra.
Welcome back to BK Dub. BK Dub. Oh, God. Scotty doesn't know, so we have to answer the questions that Scotty comes up with. What do you got for us this week, Scotty?
Scotty's World.
Are they? Oh, okay.
Oh, you don't even have graphics? What the hell, man?
Oh, okay.
Which of the Shield members will retire first?
Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, or Jon Moxley, for those that don't know, were a part of the Shield. James Dean Ambrose. That will be his name. I only do that because that was Dusty Rhodes. That was the Dusty Rhodes story I've heard before.
I'm gonna go with Seth.
Yeah, clearly he's the most banged up from top to bottom. But then again, we also tend to forget Roman has or had cancer, so he could also be.
The leukemia could come back. That's true.
I mean, I'm not saying that necessarily.
Or Dean just cuts himself in the wrong place and.
All right, yeah. Now we're back to an even playing field. Now we're back. Now we're even across the floor.
Falls in barbed wire the wrong way, and he's done.
Yeah. That could be again one.
Or
wrong.
Renee makes him.
One stapled to the temple, and then he becomes half brain dead. You never know. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's exactly thinking about that. I'm gonna still stick with my gut and go Rollins just because he's been the most banged up in that sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Injuries, I think, will sideline Rollins before. I would honestly.
Are we talking in-ring retirement? Because if we're talking like that, I think Rollins would be the most to still be a producer / maybe even be like commentary.
Manager. I would love to see Seth Rollins as a manager.
Yeah, him coming out with his almost like ridiculous polka dot suits and he would work. Doing it, comes out with a serious giant monster and just him dancing behind.
The Rollins Renegades.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that could work. So if it's in-ring retirement, Rollins. If it's just overall wrestling retirement,
Reigns.
Probably Reigns. He'll probably move to movies before anybody.
He's the next. Come on now, he's the next big thing.
Yeah, exactly. James Dean Ambrose, you will be. I sentence you to GCW until you're 65.
Japan.
Yeah. That's
He'll
true.
Go over to Japan and make a lot of money.
Exploding barbed wire matches.
You'll be Terry Funk.
Yeah, it could be. He'll just have his ear still.
All right, the other question that Scotty has or another Scotty question.
Yeah.
Who are your top picks to retire Bill Goldberg? I have one and one only. It's going to be Gunther.
Yeah, it would have to be him or Miraculous.
And he's
Miraculously, out of nowhere, you hear, it's Bret Hart. He comes out,
Revenge match?
Yes, revenge match. Complete shoot.
Hits him straight in the face.
Complete shoot. He just hits him with a lead pipe right across the dome. And does not care. It's like, it wasn't even a ref. Brett, the cameras aren't even on.
If I had to pick, does it have to be a current wrestler?
Have fun with it, David.
Have fun with it?
Because whatever your little heart desires.
If you were in the room and you guys are discussing some names or throwing around some names, who would you throw out?
Not that I ever want to see him wrestle again, but Lesnar.
Yeah. That was the worst WrestleMania 20 match of all time. That was the worst WrestleMania
They need
match.
to make up for that.
They can either make up for that, Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker wouldn't be bad.
Just Drew McIntyre.
Drew wouldn't be bad.
Drew becomes the guy to start retiring people?
No. I mean, if we're going with legend killers.
Like a legend killer?
I mean...
Yeah.
Randy can't walk right now because he's paralyzed from the band.
Yeah, that's true.
The band pile. I didn't even know the pile driver was banned in WWE.
I don't think it was.
I
no
didn't.
way.
You can tombstone. You just can't pile drive.
Exactly. Yeah. All right, for sure.
That move has been banned. What kind of psycho does that? Calm down, Cole. Calm down. That's way less dangerous than the Tiger Driver 97.
Yeah. I do also like that when it was on the old ESPN Classic, the AWA matches that would pop up and someone jumps off the top rope and you're ding ding. That's a disqualification. You can't jump off the top rope. Some territories you couldn't jump off the top rope.
Yeah,
apparently.
yeah.
Oh man. Old school.
Braun Strowman?
Yeah. It just had to be another big guy that it's going to be like a 5 to 7 minute match of just bang, bang, beef, meat, bang, potatoes, cheese. Bronson Reed, that's pulling a little bit too much. Yeah, there was no connection, just because where was he? He hasn't. I feel like it just hasn't been in WWE long enough. He hasn't been a long enough WWE mainstay.
You know what? Here's one just way off. AJ
Styles and Goldberg. If AJ could, if he was 100%, but obviously we know he's in a lot of pain right now, so that would be.
Well, he could be healthy by the time they.
But I'm just saying, like, you think about if you want to have a great last match. You want it to be with a worker.
Yeah. And do you go cinematic like you did with The Undertaker again?
No.
Okay. Well, all right.
You go straight brawl.
All right.
With lots of impact.
Yeah, and you make them blow up in the first 3 minutes right in front of 60,000 people. Do it.
I can't think of it. Elegante. It was the big dude that wrestled The Undertaker at Caesar's Palace.
Yes. R.I.P.
And then, I mean, if we're going that route, Great Khali.
Yeah.
I would love to see the Great Khali get put up into that. You think Goldberg could do that?
Put him up like, no, definitely not.
King Kong Bundy.
King Kong, yeah, again, R.I.P. Are you the Saudi prince that's asking for all the legends?
Yeah, that's about my list.
There we go. All right, last one.
Should WWE or NXT make a regular yearly stop to the old 100%?
Yeah.
Stop at the old ECW arena.
Yes.
And throw chairs into the ring.
Yes. You clearly saw how successful it was. Ratings-wise, it's still doing numbers nice on the highlights and everything. It's a big, nice nostalgia. Gets people paid. I mean, now, lingering. Nunzio's kind of lingering now. You get those type
us
things for
40-year-old guys that lived through the ECW stuff that remember Van Dam when Van Dam was Van Dam. When the Dudley brothers almost incited a riot with a crowd by calling them backwoods hillbilly mother truckers.
That was great. I just love that too because I mean that was my that was my I'm done. I'm sick of the WWE that I'm watching currently right now. So I started buying and ordering the old ECW pay-per-views, the ECW the best ofs that WWE was starting to put out. So I kind of got into that groove too. Just like but that's the only thing you need to bring back the originals. I want to see Sandman, not just behind the scenes.
Well, let us do this then. Let us propose something.
All right.
WWE has gotten rid of a lot of old pay-per-view names that now NXT is picking up. Get rid of Extreme Rules for WWE and give it to NXT. Let NXT do Extreme Rules from ECW every year.
Yeah, that would be good.
Or would you rather see One Night Stand?
No, Extreme Rules, One Night Stand, same thing.
Yeah.
As long as there's ECW people there, no one's going to care.
They just probably can't go back to obviously One Night Stand is the sexual innuendo, so they probably have to stay away from that just a tiny bit.
I feel like for this they might make
NXT on pay-per-view on a Peacock network, and with everything going on right now,
maybe get away with it. You think
Raw's moving to Netflix? I'm sure that's not going to get a PG rating.
No, TV 14.
There's rumors that SmackDown's going to a rated M for mature.
Oh my! Ooh, good luck buying those video games now, kiddos. Yeah.
So, I mean,
could be nice changing of the
bring
guard
Lita
there.
back. How you doing?
No, never mind. Not going that route. Never mind.
What?
Nope. I'll say it. I'll say it later.
No. Anything else, Scotty? You want anything else from us, man?
No, just know I got a pretty good one for David next week.
Love it. Yeah.
Why can't he do it this week?
Don't know.
Do you want me to do it right now?
Bring it.
Okay. For the past month or two, they've just been putting Jacob Fatu in front of crazy stars just over the past 2 months. If you were to go through his entire career, which stars right now do you need a match with? Like, if you're planning out his career, who's he getting a match with?
So Jacob
Fatu gets a singles run, or he stays with the Bloodline. Who do you want to see him in the
Gunther.
ring with?
Jacob Fatu and Gunther.
Gunther and Fatu.
Yeah.
All day. Gunther and Braun Breaker. All day.
For anyone that probably couldn't hear Scotty, he was just asking, who was basically fantasy book Jacob Fatu's singles.
Fatu Rollins.
Yeah.
That was when people were freaking out about this.
Fatu Rollins would burn a house down.
Burn it down.
Burn it down. There's so many. Listen, before he left WWE, I would have said Fatu Ricochet in a heartbeat.
Yes.
In a heartbeat.
Can you go? I mean, again, it's tough. You don't have him around, but Fatu Styles.
You ready for this one? Here's
Yeah.
one that'll blow your mind. Fatu Owens.
I was thinking that. I did that in the back pocket. I had him and Sami Zayn in the back in there.
Fatu, Sami Zayn would.
Fatu Owens. Street fight.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be pretty good.
You're a jet all the way.
Sure.
I think Fatu Uso, Jay, would be a great match.
Yeah, that'd be super kicks galore. But I think
Jay would have to step it up.
Jay, I think so. Jay would have to match that energy.
Jay can match that energy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It wouldn't be just super kicks.
We're definitely missing out on a big one for sure.
AJ Styles, if he was healthy.
Yeah, that was my first one for sure.
This is one people have been saying because there's that half and half crew. Brock Lesnar.
Stop. Would never. No.
I really hope. Yeah, there was some people pranking people.
You want an AEW guy that I'd love to see him
Sure.
take on? Keith Lee.
Yeah.
Keith Lee, Swerve, and Jacob Fatu would be incredible.
I just had one on the tip of my tongue.
Ooh. Samoa Joe, if you wanted to go like hardcore, street fight.
Oh I'm so mad. I just had one. I was about to say it. I couldn't get it out fast enough. Now I forgot it.
Randy?
No, not him and Randy.
Bronson might not be a bad one.
I have a question. Do you give Fatu a Cena final run? Do you give him one match in the final run?
In the final tour, him and Cena?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be. The whole reason Cena's doing this final tour is to get young guys over, so it wouldn't surprise me if he decided he wanted to dip his toe in it.
Fatu and Andrade.
Andrade's been killing it lately too,
Carmelo?
yeah. Nah.
Carmelo just every single match.
I'm so mad that I can't remember the guy that I had ready for. Oh my goodness. It's gonna bother me. It is gonna bug the bejesus out of me. I mean, yeah, sure. Him and Gunther would be amazing.
Damien?
Nah. I'm hit or miss with. Oh. Yeah, I mean, you might laugh, you might giggle. Chad Gable.
You know what?
Jacob Fatu and Chad Gable.
You mean the other litmus tests?
Yeah.
In the WWE?
Yeah. But, I mean, if you ever wanted to be serious and give him a full go, like, Chad Gable can go. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Not a bad
it'd be fun to, like, get him flying. He's, but just for Chad Gable to catch him for a suplex on the quicks.
I'll give you another one
that would spark you like, okay, all right, maybe
I'll give you
there's a
another
chance.
one that's never going to be in the WWE ever again, but I would love to see it.
Sure.
Fatu Riddle.
Okay, all right.
Fatu Riddle would be awesome.
That'd be an insane tag team.
Yeah. That is a lot of energy. Yeah. No,
They
it's
both have their law problems, they'd be a good tag
that's
team.
true too. Yeah, loser pays their lawyer.
He paid that back. Anything else we got today, boys?
I think we're okay.
All right. For me, David Double D Dykstra, and my boy.
No gimmicks, Nick Johnston.
This has been Bad Karma Wrestling here at Illinois Media Studios. BK Dub, BK Dub, BK Dub.
This is Bad Karma Wrestling. With No Gimmick Nick Johnston.